they can spring out of defence. Timber makes the interception. Yamal.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
No, he's just misjudged that one. Alisson sends that a long way. And he goes cross-field. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Lovely feet. Great vision. Has a look up and delivers. Defending of the desperate variety. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Barella knocks it into space. Ndika promptly onto that, and that is that. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Yamal. Bellingham. Tchouaméni. And it's Bellingham. Szoboszlai. It's Kimmich. Looking for options for movement. Well read, and the danger is averted. And he's being shifted off it. Can he get it through? Now, can they get him away? It is a corner, good chance. He's rising! And that was very necessary. Looking to play him in. Drills one in. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. And he was quick to react. He's a sharp little ball here. Nuno Mendes is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh, such a clever touch. There's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vinicius Junior. Tchouaméni. Mbappe. Turns back here, probably the best option. Barella. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Chelsea are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Timber. And it's half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So very little to report. Nothing, indeed, in terms of goals scored.
Yeah, 0-0, but definitely not from the want of trying. There's been plenty of industry and hard work, as well as some good defending, so I wouldn't be too dismissive just yet.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. So neither side has yet broken through. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Bellingham. Tchouaméni.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And Yamal. And it's Tchouaméni. And here's Mbappe. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Tchouaméni looking to pass their way up the pitch. Thuram is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Backward it goes. Tchouaméni. Now Mbappe. Barella. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, played through for the wide man. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Short changes him with that pass. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Yamal.
That's good play from him.
He's shifting through the gears here. And it's Barella. Chelsea have kept their powder dry on. Great chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Sostituzione per l'Italia.
Chelsea
21,
have their second
numero
corner
7,
now.
Numero 10, numero 5, numero 25. Lasciano il campo per
Punched away.
il numero 30, il numero 18, il numero 23, il numero 14,
beyond the defence.
il numero 17. Attenzione, un
Just
cambio.
eases him off the ball. Corner number 3 coming up. That should get the job done. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Brilliantly cut out. Italy are looking to go forward now. And here's Alvarez. Italy are looking to break at pace. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Tries to play it through. Now it's Dani Olmo. Tries a shot! It's let loose. Who's going to get there?
Italy clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Decent chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
It's a promising position. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Now he's off and running. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Sostituzione per l'Italia. Numero 2. Viene sostituito con il numero 9.
Some good work on the right flank here. Can they find an extra gear here? He's had it taken off him. Probing pass. Bruno Fernandes. Lookman. Bruno Fernandes. Pass somewhat off target.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And the finish! And he couldn't finish.
Oh, the pass was sublime. The finish was substandard. What a disappointment.
That's going to go a long way. There will be a throw-in. He's on it. Can he get away? Goes for a shot! He lifts the roof! Oh, is this it? Have they won it? Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Italy look like they've won it, but it's not over yet.
Well, these last few moments are going to be pretty frantic, I would think, as the opposition try tooth and nail to get back into this. We're never...
And that's that. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced that. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're very much on the way now. Italy lining up in what very much looks as though it's going to be a 5-3-2.
Well, it could be a disguise, Peter, for something else. And that five at the back can easily produce wing-backs. If that's the case, I think, you know, it might end up a three at times. Admittedly, though, if they do play deeper and in line with the centre-backs, then we can take it that they don't really want to give much away. That'll be foremost in their minds. But essentially, It depends on the two wide players in that defence. If they push on a little bit more, we could see something very different.
Now it's Mbappe. That ball looks a good one. Mbappe! Now, who's going to be first to this? And needless to say, that deserved better.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air, and what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Chooses to go cross-field. Kimmich, nicely aimed pass. Oh, that's fabulous. Szoboszlai plays it in. Oh, there's a probing ball. Chelsea still without a single shot on target. Looking for options for movement. Tchouaméni. And it's Timber. Timber makes a move down the right. Goulet. Now it's Thuram. He's found a way through. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Szoboszlai. And here's Thuram. Mbappe. Tries to pass it through. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Chelsea clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And he's intervened well there. Yamal. Now it's Thuram. Pass somewhat off target. And here's Thuram. Oh, that's a key interception. Cucurella. And he was quick to react. Barella. Timber. And Yamal. Timber. And Konate. That's a lovely, neat pass. Passes short and sharp. Marquinhos gets it clear. And it's Barella, looking tidy in possession here. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Oh, shooting chance! And it's a goal! Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
So the first goal of the game.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Thinks about the shot.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Looking to play him in. Oh, delightful ball. Well, that pass isn't the best. Half-time getting close now. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, that is a nice touch. Bellingham. Chance! The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score. Cucurella. Great vision. Arda Güler. Cucurella. That's an excellent interception. And that signals the end of the first period. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Chelsea just ahead then as we reach 45 minutes.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Chelsea with the game's only breakthrough. It's 1-0. Back on the way then. Chelsea leading courtesy of the game's only goal. A temporary retreat here.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
And that's been won straight back. Szoboszlai. That's a good ball out wide. And that is not getting there. Tries to play it through. Kimmich makes the interception. Bellingham touches it back. Mbappe. Van Dijk with the slide tackle there. It's a searching pass. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Some resolute defending there. Still just a single goal between the sides. Decent chance! Oh, it's a beauty! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! They are right back in business.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Was there ever any doubt?
Oh, that's excellent composure, because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
He steps in, and that's the end of that.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Tchouaméni. Chelsea do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
Yeah, and I think if you're looking for change in a tight game like this, Peter, it's all about getting the timing right.
And here's Mbappe. Now it's Kimmich.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And it's Dembele. Kimmich. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Barella. Tchouaméni. Yamal. And it's Timber. And it's Cucurella.
There they go, hunting again.
Sostituzione per l'Italia. Numero 21, numero 7. Lasciano il campo.
And that's definitely not his best.
30,
Turns back here, probably the best option. Van Dijk. Now that looks a decent ball. Xavi Simons. Lookman. Tchouaméni spots it and intercepts. Xavi Simons proves too strong.
Šeško really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly.
Chelsea really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Sostituzione per l'Italia. Numero 17, numero 10. Lasciano il campo per
Lookman.
il numero
He's a
8.
sharp little
Il
ball
numero
here.
23.
Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Haaland needing to deal with defending that's more up close and shot, surely! Another one of football's and how moments.
Oh, unlucky. There's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Looking for the run. Barella is in a really good position out wide. Tchouameni.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And it's played forward. Into the last 5 minutes. It's run loose here. Here's Tchouameni. And it's Simons. Now João Neves. And here's Haaland. It's Dembele! And that was precious close.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong. Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Tchouameni. Oh, it's Dembele. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
So 90 minutes have come and gone. It's going to be extra time. So we are still gridlocked.
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
So here we go then. Extra time is coming up.
Sostituzione per l'Italia. Numero 9, numero 13.
So our quest to find the winner continues.
Il numero 2, il numero 5.
Xavi Simons does well not to be outdone there. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Tchouameni, Xavi Simons, and it's Neves. Ball played for Lookman. Can he get it through? And he's made sure that's not getting through. Vinicius Junior. Oh, that's clever. And he's there to clear it. And claimed it back swiftly. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Xavi Simons. And it's Neves. A probing pass. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Vinicius Junior.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
João Neves. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Barella. Passing is crisp and sharp. Tchouaméni, nicely weighted ball. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Šeško. That is good progress on the left. And that is expertly dealt with. So just 15 minutes still to come. So neither side able to conjure up a telling moment, and we are where we are. This is the last chance to win it.
Cambio di giocatori.
And we're off for the final time. They have played themselves to a near standstill. What is left in the tank now? He was under real pressure there. Oh, some tackle that. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. João Neves. Well, that is one way to stop him. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Shot a goal! And how did he not put that away? Hakimi. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Dembele wins the duel this time. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Well timed, excellent interception. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by...
This is Dembele. And the shot! He lifts the roof! A game of margins! A game of thrills! This might just do it!
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Chelsea now on the verge of victory, save for a few potentially hectic final moments.
Well, I can wholeheartedly say, Peter, they deserved this, but has the opposition enough spirit left in them now to maybe find a way back? It's just a silly one to give away at this stage of the game.
Now this could be a pivotal moment. Dying minutes, free kick, great position. Now it's Dani Olmo.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Ci sarà un minuto
Nicely
di
shaped
recupero.
ball. That is ended up in no man's land. Now, can they get him away? Now it's Dembele. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. So a game of thrills and tiny margins, so many what-ifs. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Things already rolling. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, I've been hugely impressed with what I've seen so far from this guy, Jude Bellingham. You don't become a regular at one of Europe's leading teams at 17 unless you're very, very special. And he's the epitome of, if you're good enough, you're old enough.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Yamal, and that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looking for options for movement. Yamal, that's a good foray he's making. And it's Tchouaméni. Now, can they get him away? Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. And that is a little undercooked. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Now it's Thuram.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Oh, well measured, well read, nice interception. And now they can clear their lines. Bellingham.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Oh, they could break here. Hakimi. Ndika kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And he's quick to snatch it back. That's a delicate pass. Pass is just off target. Barella is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Wriggles his way through. He's in a great position here. Ndika wins the duel this time.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Marquinhos calmly anticipates. Good ball, good take. Can he get it through? Mbappe!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Tchouaméni. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Thuram. Now it's Mbappe. Bellingham. Italy are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Balls over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Bellingham cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
And it's Cucurella. Bellingham. And the counter is on. Now it's Yamal. Thuram. He has found the decent chance! And again! That has not worked out as planned.
Lamine Yamal really would relish another crack at that same challenge, I suspect.
We've got 5 minutes till half-time. And here's Mbappe. Great vision. Spread neatly.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now it's Mbappe. No, he's not getting past him there. Yamal. Bellingham. Now that looks a decent ball. Drills one in. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. And we've reached half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. The midway point of the game.
Chelsea certainly have plenty of positives to take from that first half, especially the way they were able to turn it on in the last few minutes. I can see them coming out with more menace, more meaningfulness after the break, as momentum is definitely with them now.
So it's simmered along nicely for 45 minutes, but still no goals. It is 0-0 at half-time. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Chelsea have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
A quick look, thought about cutting inside. He's had it taken off him. Szoboszlai. Thuram is herring after that one. Bellingham. And it's Cucurella for Szoboszlai. In towards the back stick. Timber can clear it away. Italy have reclaimed it. Over to the right flank. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Still absolutely nothing to report here goals-wise. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Ndicka promptly onto that, and that is that.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Barella. Nicely shaped ball. Mbappe is wide and looking to get onto this. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now this could be a chance. Now, what about this cross? But that is good defending. It's been repelled. Now it's Mbappe.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Italy needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Bellingham showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Chelsea clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Sostituzione per l'Italia. Numero 21, numero 7. Lasciano il campo per il numero 30.
Crossfield.
Il
Well
numero
spotted.
18. Attenzione, un cambio.
That's a good run down the left. And still, we await the first breakthrough. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. João Neves. Lookman, real chance! It's a goal! That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal!
Well, you can see what it means to all of them. A frustrating game, but now they have what they wanted, and they're rightly pumped and ready to go again.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Sostituzione per l'Italia. Numero 17.
So a bit of a revolving door here.
Numero 5.
Lots and lots of changes.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
Chelsea have penetrated for the first time.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
Half an hour gone in the second half. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Chance for a shot! Oh, that's fabulous! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character. Šeško really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
We're looking at a different game now. It's Dembele! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Oh, looky, there's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Hakimi. He might have to go it alone here. Hakimi picks it up out wide.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Played back into the centre. Lookman showing good feet. And it's Neves. He's on it, can he shot a goal? Incredible! Just incredible! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Chelsea now on the verge of victory, save for a few potentially hectic final moments.
Well, what an end to the game, Peter. But now comes the overwhelming question: how long is there left, including stoppages?
And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. Looking for a runner, chips it through. Bruno Fernandes is onto this. Played down the flank. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior gets into a good position. Oh, shooting chance! And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We are just getting started. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm?
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment.
And it's Barella. And here's Mbappe. Yamal. Oh, that is rather wayward.
Chelsea really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Nicolo Barella is by all accounts a jack of all trades, and I think that's a very good way of describing how this player operates, because he's growing into one of Italy's most important midfielders, and he always has a say in what's going on, and he looks like captain material for the future. I think this guy has a lovely presence about him.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Barella, very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks, so they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
And it's Marquinhos. Passes short and sharp. Oh, that's well done, really robust. They're urging him to shoot. Nicely spread. Tries to get it clear. Barella. Hakimi gets into a good position. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. Arda Güler. And it's Barella. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Great chance! Superb from Dembele! A finish of true class! And Italy score first. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
Italy have taken the lead.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus, as the opposition will inevitably react.
Bellingham. Strong running down that left flank. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Hakimi, and he's managed to get free. And that's... And the finish! And it's in! They are purring, truly purring. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Mbappe really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Italy are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Locatelli makes a dash for it. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Oh, that's a key interception. Yamal. And it's Bellingham.
Oh, really well played.
That's put pay to the danger. Here's Tchouaméni. Bellingham. And here's Thuram. Barella.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Now it's Thuram. Plays it in low.
Well, not the worst attempt. A little technical tweak should help the quality.
No way through there. Now it's Goulet. And the through ball. Van Dijk.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Dembele. It's Dembele!
Punto di recupero.
Timber is fouled. And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Well, that is one way to stop him. And the referee says that is that for the first half. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Chelsea really are lucky not to be down by more, Peter. The manager's going to have to come up with something a little special to lift these players, otherwise this one's as good as done.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. The second half is up and running.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
The muscular approach does pay off here. That's an imaginative pass. Oh, he's played it in. And a chance! And it's there! And they are disappearing out of sight. Simplicity itself.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. No, again there's no way through. Now it's Goulet. Barella needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Now, can they get him away? Can he get it through? The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Goulet. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That could spell trouble. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, this looks sharp. That's a good run down the left. Hakimi. To Barella. Marquinhos. It's not an especially good pass, that. And it's Locatelli. Great vision. That's a nicely shaped ball. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now, who's going to be first to this? And that's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We're up and running then. Well timed, excellent interception. Just eases him off the ball. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Joshua Kimmich. In many ways, the ultimate modern fullback in that he contributes just as much offensively as he does defensively. He seems to have a great instinctive understanding of when to move forward, and that means he rarely gets caught out of position on the counter-attack. He should be a key player for this team.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Over to the other side. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Bellingham running with the ball. And it's Kimmich looking to play him in. Shapes to shoot! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Ndika spots it and intercepts. Chelsea yet to have an attempt on goal. Van Dijk does really well to win the ball there. Kimmich gets over and intercepts. That's a good foray he's making. That has been cut short. He's shifting through the gears here. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Szoboszlai goes short. And that's been drilled in. Henderson deals with that nice and simple. And now they can spring out of defence. That's a throw. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Tchouaméni. That has not gone well. Bellingham. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Looking for options for movement. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Thuram. Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, that's a key interception. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Yamal, Barella, Tchouaméni, Van Dijk. 15 minutes till half-time. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Barella. Nice interception, well timed. Ndika clears without hesitation. Nuno Mendes. He's a sharp little ball here. And it's Mendes. And Ndika. And it's Arda Güler. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Cleared away. Barella. That's an imaginative pass. Thuram showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Knocks it out wide. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Neither side giving way. It has been tight. Nuno Mendes. Barella. Tchouaméni. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Bellingham. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Güler. For Szoboszlai. And here's Thuram. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. So neither side has yet broken through. Güler is onto this. Van Dijk attempts a clearance. Arda Güler. And he's there to belt it away. And it's Szoboszlai. And here's Güler. Can he finish? Ndika is there, and he can get that clear. Mbappe. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Great chance! And that's a tiny finish. It is an explosive start to the second half. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Italy have taken the lead.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Now it's Bellingham. And here's Mbappe. Stood up well to him there. Chelsea can breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Kimmich. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And the keeper takes decisive action. Opts for safety. Tchouaméni needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Mbappe. Your impression so far, Jim?
Chelsea are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change.
Sostituzione per l'Italia. Numero 21.
So we have movement on both benches.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 30.
Tries to get it clear.
Il numero 14. Cambio di giocatori.
Chelsea really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Oh no, that was never going to make it. That's a cute ball. Oh, what a ball! Dealt with nicely by the defence. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Chance for a shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Šeško has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Sostituzione per l'Italia. Numero 7.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Tries to play it through. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Played backwards here. Timber. It's a pretty loose pass. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Just about up to 75 minutes. And it's Szoboszlai. Dembele is having a shot! They've got to be quick to recover this. And he couldn't finish.
Dembele deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Gravenberch! Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
Gravenberch really can't believe it. He let the opposition off the hook there, and he knows it all too well.
Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. And the counter is on. Great vision. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Sostituzione per l'Italia. Numero 10.
Italy have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution. Aimed beyond the defence. Chelsea could be just about done here.
Well, I suppose they need something to break their way, Peter. Anything at this late stage.
Searching passes played there. Šeško!
Italy clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Played out wide. Nice control. What a throw in.
Italy nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Pinches it off him. Italy clearly now in lead preservation mode. Šeško, and he's had it nicked away. Alvarez.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Nuno Mendes. Nicely weighted ball. Dani Olmo. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And that is that. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, it wasn't a great game, Peter, not by any stretch. Both sides looked pretty laboured in the first half. A slight improvement in the second, I must admit, but just one significant moment. That's what it's all about.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here.
Hello,
A clear
everybody.
night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We are just getting started. Chance! Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, Aurelien Tchouameni is someone I see as being a real tour de force in that midfield. He's a tireless worker. I've heard so many people say he's just a nightmare to try and get away from. A real destroyer whose abilities on the counter-press are very potent.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Tchouameni gets his final warning.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Nicely weighted ball, expertly cut out, really nicely done. Well, the idea was a good one, the execution of it not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple mistake.
Goes for a shot! And again! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
I think his reaction says everything there, Peter. Just a fraction inside. That's all he needed to be.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Tchouameni, passing is crisp and sharp. Bellingham! Bellingham! Same again, same outcome.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Chelsea are applying all the early pressure.
I know it's still early, but they're showing the better signs. No caution from them.
Can he finish? He's delivered all right! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Oh, well played. Cucurella. Muscular approach does pay off here. Looking for the run. Thuram, he's found the way through. Good decision by the keeper, got that exactly right. Henderson did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Could be danger here. Takes a shot! And it's in! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Chelsea are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Mignon claims comfortable. Tchouameni. Van Dijk. And Ndika. Timber. Tchouaméni. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Thinks about the shot. Picked out and the finish! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Mbappe.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Now that looks a decent ball, and he's intervened well there. Oh, nicely intercepted. Hakimi. Barella. Tchouaméni spots it and intercepts. Valverde. Hakimi chooses to go cross-field. And it's Cucurella.
Added time.
Bremer. And he can thump it away. And the referee says that is that for the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square.
And if you do have a chance today,
any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Chelsea are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't...
Tries a shot! Off the post! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Well, that face says it all. I think I'd feel the same way, not that I was ever an expert at finishing or anything like that.
Cucurella. More and more pressure on the ball here. Bremer making good progress. And Hakimi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Konate. Bellingham does well to get it back. He's shifting through the gears here. Now there's a fine ball. Barella unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Bruno Fernandes running with the ball. Tries to play it through. And it's Valverde. So we've reached the hour mark. Aims beyond the defence. And he was quick to react. Mignon sends that a long way. Mbappe being watched hawkishly here.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Chance for a shot! Oh, the ball's run. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Good ball, good take. That's really well manoeuvred. Turns back here, probably the best option. Can he get it through? And he's... Oh, shooting chance! It's a goal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Substitution on the field. Number 10.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
9,
So we have a breakthrough.
Number 8.
Now how will things develop from here?
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's
Number
always the
6.
#1 contender, and he's done it again.
Coming on the field. Number 11.
Well,
Dembele.
that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Haaland!
Number 25.
It's off target and by quite a way.
Substitution in progress.
Chelsea do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
Yeah, and I think if you're looking for change in a tight game like this, Peter, it's all about getting the timing right.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Haaland showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Fernandes. Knocks it into space. Shoots! Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
Substitutions taking place.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Shot could be on. Fernandes.
Chelsea clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Cherki. And it's Grimaldo.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Oh, super ball! Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Stood up well to him there. Great vision. Ferran Torres.
Vietnam really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Good read, needed to be.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Now, can they get him away? Decent chance! He's got a goal! They have stolen level at the last! Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Nothing in it still. We move to extra time. Well, still no winner, Jim.
Well, we can only hope we get an extra time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
So a battle of endeavour, enterprise, and now endurance.
After the final whistle today. Substitution.
Stern test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time. Chelsea conceded an equaliser late on. Now they have to do it all again. Do they have what it takes? Haaland, looking to play him in. Now it's Ferran Torres. He's beaten the last man. All eyes on the referee. It's a penalty. Chelsea really could have done without this. So this to turn it right round. And how did he not put that away?
Haaland has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
Now he's running away. Fernandes, and he shoots! He lifts the roof! A game of margins! A game of thrills! This might just do it! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Alexander-Arnold. Bellingham. And it's Dembele.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Tries to pass it through. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Alexander-Arnold. Gravenberg. Alexander-Arnold. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And back to the keeper. And they can counter here. He has found the way through. Fernandes, he's had a shot! And that really should have been that.
Oh, what a stunning save. Absolutely tremendous, and he's kept his team in it.
It's their second corner of the game. Point-blank header!
There will be 1 minute added time.
That's a real chance missed.
Just got too eager there, I think, Peter. Had half an eye on the two-goal cushion.
And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here.
Substitution on the field. Number 5.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
Ndicka.
Gravenberg. So there's the whistle, and we will have a brief break. So this is it, 1 goal in it, and we're down to the last 15 minutes. Everyone on their last legs. Can there be one final twist? And so the last chance to find a winner. This really has been thrilling. Both sides going at it, and now for the final act. Fernandes, neatly clipped into space. He might be in here! Oh, and a chance! And no! He had to, and yet he could not. Chelsea have their third corner. Bruno Fernandes goes short. Vietnam are looking to go forward now. And here's Haaland. Engages and forces him off the ball.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Van Dijk. Nicely shaped ball. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Alexander-Arnold. Very much into the last knockings. Bruno Fernandes.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now that's well seen too. Bruno Fernandes. Now João Neves. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Lookman. Fernandes, given the lift of his goal. He's got plenty of space out wide here. He's picked his way through. Flashes it. He leaps for it. It is close, but that is the last of it. Chelsea have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Things already rolling. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, I think you're going to have to go a very long way to find a better all-round midfielder than Fede Valverde. He's got the engine to do all the covering, but he's a lot more than that. He's got the strength, the tackling ability, good composure on the ball and balance in his game. So you'd really struggle to find any weakness.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And it's Hakimi. Tchouaméni. And Cucurella. Good read, needed to be. And he can thump it away. Mbappe. Now it's Thuram. Van de Ven. Oh, that's a key interception. Tchouaméni looking to pass their way up the pitch. Short changes him with that pass. Patience, the overwhelming virtue in this game so far. Well, that looks a decent ball.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Thuram. Threads one in. Mbappe! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Van de Ven attempts a clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Thuram. Oh, that's fabulous. Chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Deftly away. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking. Tchouaméni. Vinicius Junior. Neither side yet able to find the net. Is there any support? He might not... Goes for a shot! Oh, it's come loose. Well, that is one way to stop him. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Looking for the run. Great chance! And he's done it! And there is your opener.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
After 24 minutes is number 21.
Vietnam have penetrated for the first time.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Konate. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Spread out to the left. Cucurella finds himself offside. Maignan chooses to deal with it himself.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Bellingham. He's found a way through. Barella. Bellingham. And he shoots! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Konate spots it and intercepts. Now it's Thuram. Tries to pass it through. Decent chance! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Tchouaméni looking to play him in. Valverde. What a throw in.
Chelsea truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Timber wins the duel this time. No, that's been intercepted. Tchouaméni just past the 40th minute mark. Oh, that's well spotted. Bruno Fernandes. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Now it's Vinicius Junior. He might be in here! Vinicius Junior showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Tchouaméni. And here's Thuram, and it's Hakimi. Thuram. Henderson breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And that has put paid to that. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break. Chelsea trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. So straight into the second half.
Chelsea really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Now it's Yamal. Bellingham. Barella is onto this, and he is shapes to shoot! And that's a good finish. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Chelsea restore parity.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Tchouaméni did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Hakimi. That's good play. And that's a throw-in.
Substitution on the field. Number 9, Thuram. Number 10, Mbappe. Number 7, Yamal. Number 8, Bellingham. Coming on the field, number 13, Erling Haaland.
Make sure that's not getting through. He won't be happy with that one. Chelsea perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Yeah, and I think if you're looking for change in a tight game like this, Peter...
And the shots! Barella does have his name on the score sheet, of course. That's a throw.
Substitution in progress.
Alvarez needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
He's having a hit! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Dembele, Van Dijk cuts it out. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. And it's Tchouaméni. Lookman. Steaming on. And a chance! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Substitution on the field. Number 6.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Coming on the field is number 17, Joe Neves. Substitutions taking place.
Timber. Into the last quarter of an hour. Lookman. Now it's Alvarez. That's a good run down the left. Engages and forces him off the ball.
Chelsea really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Knocks it out wide. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Passing is crisp and sharp. And here's Haaland. Bruno Fernandes. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
It's their second corner of the game. He leaps for it! And how did he not put that away?
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Tchouaméni. Lookman. João Neves. That has ended up in no man's land.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now. Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
Can he get it through? And try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. And that was very necessary.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Lookman. Pass somewhat off target. Great vision. That has been cut short. And that is a little undercooked. Well, it looks a good ball through. And that is well cleared. So that means another 30 minutes football. Well, still no winner, Jim.
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
So a battle of endeavour, enterprise, and now endurance.
Those of you making their way home on public transportation today, please watch the screen for train departure times from all local
Into
major
extra
stations.
time we go.
Substitution on the field. Number 5, Tchouaméni. Coming on to replace him is
João
number
Neves.
25, Fernandes. Substitution.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off and it wasn't the best decision.
I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Fernandez. Now it's Alvarez. Lookman. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Bellingham makes a move down the right. João Neves. And it's Fernandez. Looking for options for movement. But he's well positioned here. Oh, right on the edge of the penalty area. What's he giving here? Chelsea have themselves a chance from the spot.
Substitution on the field.
So, having trailed to lead.
Konate. Coming on the field is number 3, Ndicka.
Terrific save by Manuel. He had to, and yet he could not. Cherki. Ronaldo. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. It's a pretty loose pass.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Can he get on the end of this? João Neves is wide and looking to get onto this. Towering header! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in.
So just 15 minutes still to come.
And a quick reminder today, everybody, to
Neither side able to conjure up a telling moment, and we are where we are. This is the last chance to win it. And so the last chance to find a winner. They have played themselves to a near standstill. What is left in the tank now? Oh, such a clever touch. He's on it, can he get away? Look at the space here. Tries a shot! Oh, wow, that's crazy! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Vietnam leading now.
What a great time to score, but it does give the manager a real headache. Does he sit on this lead now or try and finish it off?
Yeah, that pass isn't the best. Can he spark a counter here? Vietnam have a free kick. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Well, this could be it, bar something close to a minor miracle.
Well, I like to see, Peter, that they haven't given up yet, so the spirit burns on.
Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Little pass back. Cherki. Great defending, strong and determined.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Lookman. Fernandez. Now this could be a chance.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly...
Mbappe!
And And the keeper could only will that wide of the post.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Can he get on the end of this? And he's definitely onside. Cleared without hesitation. Distributed tidily. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Threads one in. Yamal. Goes for a shot!
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Oh, good try! It's in! Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Vietnam are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And they can counter here. Can he get it through? He has found the way through. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Bruno Fernandes. And here's Vinicius Junior. This looks promising. He's a sharp little ball here. Timber. It's a searching pass. Yamal in acres of space out wide. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Tchouaméni. And it's Bellingham. Good ball, good take. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Chelsea always looking for runners up front here.
Yeah, it is a regular tactic of theirs.
Yeah, it can make life really tough for you from a defensive point of view, having to constantly be on guard with people trying to get in behind.
Tchouaméni. And here's Bellingham. Oh, that's nice. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Tchouaméni. And it's Valverde. Now, can they get him away? Bellingham. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Timber. Looking for the run. Chelsea very much in the ascendancy and with a goal to their name. Valverde is the guilty party there. Tchouaméni, Timber. Nice control, and that interception was most necessary. Timber got a long way forward to join the attack. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And a header! And he thumps it clear. Bellingham. Wriggles his way through. And here's Thuram. Mbappe receives it in a wide position. Well, they've got plenty back, they can deal with that. Konate did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. More and more pressure on the ball here. Five minutes till the break. Now, what about a counter-attack? And they win it back again. And it's Bellingham. Hakimi. He's had it taken off him. Barella.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Cucurella. That's a cute ball. Dink through. Van de Ven kept his eye on it, and he's there. And we've reached half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Chelsea leading by one
And a
at
quick
the break.
reminder today that parking in the area
I think
around
on the whole the
stadium is
team linked
strictly
up very
forbidden.
well and has been
Please use
organised,
parking provided by the
hence
club
their
or any
position.
other
They
paid
can
parking
afford to be a
facilities in the
little
area.
braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Chelsea can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. The second period is underway.
Chelsea definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Tchouameni. Vinicius Junior succumbs to the pressure.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now this could be a chance. And he's managed to get rid.
Thuram really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And he can thump it away. They've played it short. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes makes a move down the right. Picked out brilliantly. Barella.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And it's Bruno Fernandes. Vinicius Junior showing good feet. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Hakimi. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Thuram really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Now it's Thuram. Oh, he's ended up in no man's land. Tries to pass it through. Vinicius Junior going face to face with his great rival.
Substitution on the field. Number 9.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Mbappe. Number 8.
Yildiz has it in a wide position.
Number 7. Yunus.
Vietnam really
Number
are
6.
going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
And they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Number 21, Bruno Fernandes.
Well, that is one way to stop him. And that's a foul. Free kick's been given.
25,
Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Taking place.
And it's Bellingham. Shot could be on. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's not looking good, Peter. You can't just stop playing once you...
Real chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Well, they scored their first goal from a corner. What about now? Van der Ven attempts a clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Lookman. Alvarez. Little pass back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards. It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Chelsea perhaps contemplating their next change here.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind.
Chouameni. And he's quick to return it. Alvarez receives it in a good position here.
Substitution in progress.
So here comes a substitution. Konate. Yildiz. Quality ball. Looking to play him in. Space for him to turn and look. Plenty to aim at here. Delivered low. Tries to get it clear.
Vietnam really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
So, third corner of the game. Getting up there!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Fernandes. Alexander-Arnold. Chelsea leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin. And that has put paid to that. Neatly clipped into space. Bremer. Chelsea close now to seeing this one through to the end. Alvarez. Can he spark a counter here? That's a good run down the left. That's good play. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
So, another set play. And here's Alvarez, and it's Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes. And the number on the board is 3.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Chelsea have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
A set piece won the day, Peter. In this time of added focus on those opportunities, there has been a real upgrade in set play class.